Good morning to all of you. Welcome to my interpretation class. In this class, I am going to give you a brief note on the amending, codifying and consolidating statutes. You all know statute is a law made by the state with the powers of the legislation. So amending statutes, law is always dynamic, it's not static. Even though the act is made in the year 1860, definitely due to the changing circumstances of the society, certain amendments are necessary. So therefore, amending statutes, you have to respect them. What is amendment? Changing some prior or existing law. Changing some prior or existing law by adding or taking away something, a particular provision, right? So in the case of Diamond Sugars versus State of Uttar Pradesh, Diamond Sugars versus State of Uttar Pradesh 1961. So it was held that an amended act must be read as if the words of the amendment have been within the act itself, except where it leads to a controversy. So whenever there is an amendment, you have to take the amendment in the first instance, because already act is there, but it is amended to suit the near circumstances. Therefore, you have to take the amendment into consideration. This was what is stated in the state of West Bengal versus Bela Banerjee 1954. Justice Koka Subbarao, he said that the word compensation was judicially interpreted as per the amendment of that is Article 31. Of course, before amendment of Article 31 of the Constitution of India, what are the wages? What are the methods of compensation? Compensation can be given under different minimum wages. So many acts are there. So please remember, amendments are definitely necessary and we have to respect the amendments. Second is consolidating. So for getting a building consolidated, wall consolidated, you must add or mix the so-called iron, sand and cement in equal portions, and daily you have to cure them, then only it will be consolidated. That means all the three should be clubbed together. Likewise, different parts will be there, they have to be taken at one place. That is what is called consolidation. Consolidating statute is one which collects all the statutory provisions relating to a particular topic in one place. For example, section 18 of the CPC. What it says, it is relating to arbitration, conciliation or Lok Adalat. So therefore, Lok Adalat, then Legal Services Authority Act, Arbitration Conciliation Act 1996, likewise Hindu Succession Act, Indian Succession Act 1925. So these are all consolidating acts. Even in the CRPC, in the beginning you can say an act to consolidate and amend the law relating to the procedure. So now we are getting to the case law. James versus James 1963. So as regards the interpretation of section 30 of the Bankruptcy Act 1914, it was clearly stated that this section is a replica or repeated from previous section 37 of the Bankruptcy Act 1883. Yes, this is a consolidation because previously the section was there, but it was brought into existence into another shape because of the consolidation process. Likewise, State of West Bengal versus Nrpendra 1966. So please remember, to understand the consolidation, you have to go to the previous position of law, prior state of law, and the rectification done, the evil which was removed, and the process by which the so-called consolidation has been evolved. The third one is codifying. We all know codification, Indian Penal Code itself, or Civil Procedure Code, or Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC. All these are codifying statutes. What is codifying? The whole of the law relating a particular subject is placed at one place. This is code. Codifying statute is one which states that the whole of law on a particular subject. So the draftsman of the law, he attempts to include both the pre-existing statutory provisions and present law also. So please remember, he has to take up the prior law, that is common law, common law rules, all these things, and he has to codify them. So in this connection, we have to appreciate Lord Macaulay, 1860 Indian Penal Code. Right? Case laws. Subbarao versus Commissioner of Income Tax, 1956. Subbarao versus Commissioner of Income Tax. So Supreme Court held that IT Act 1922 itself is a codified, it's self-contained code. So what does it say? The provisions show the intention of the legislature, because not to depart, please remember, it shows the intention to depart from the common law rule. So who has to be taxed? How much amount has to be taxed? Previously, common law says one thing, but all these things, so the income tax given by house property, income tax derived from the business, income tax by the employees, all these things, they are all codified and put it in place. So therefore, Income Tax Act 1922 is a self-contained act, but definitely there are certain necessity to amend the same also. Even the codified law can get amended. The preamble says that this act is to consolidate and amend the law relating to the income tax, and hence courts should try to find out the true scope of the law. Of course, all of you know that the purpose of the interpretation is to find out the legislative intent. Second case law. Bank of England versus Vagliano Brothers, 1991. It is a landmark case, please remember. The question of interpretation of the Section 7, Clause 3 of the Bills of Exchange Act 1882 was involved in this particular place. So here the House of Lords, they stated that the codifying law is to be interpreted as per the language used in it and not in according to the various judicial pronouncement, that is the precedents. You need not depend on the precedents. It should be as per the codified law. Right? So friends, with this we are concluding. So you have understood amendment. Definitely amendments are necessary and we have to respect them. Consolidation means picking up the places and keeping them at one place. Codifying, so the relation, a particular topic, wherever it is, it will all be brought and codified in one way, like Indian Penal Code, IPC, CRPC and the so-called CPC, all these things. This is only the brief introduction. If you see the notes, then only you will be able to understand them properly. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.